Good morning. Alive and well. Close your eyes for me for a minute. Actually, just a few seconds. I don't want you to go to sleep. Just close your eyes. Think about an aha moment in your life. Sometime when you think you had it just right, only to find out you didn't. You with me? Here's my story. 1995. I had the best job in the world. I was a warning coordination meteorologist for the National Weather Service in a place that had thunder. Right, that was my career goal, be a warning coordination meteorologist in a place that had thunder. I got to work with you all daily. It was the best job. Immediate feedback, right? Good, bad, otherwise, and great relationships. So I had a mentor who was an emergency manager, Randy Duncan from Wichita, Kansas. See some, yeah. All right. Former president of this organization, all the way back when it was NICM, right? The National Coordinating Council on Emergency Management, something like that. So, but Randy was vocal. And Randy would, and he loves to tell this story too. I wish he was here. But he loves this story. How inconsiderate of you people. How inconsiderate. It's 5 o'clock, it's Friday afternoon, and now we got a tornado watch. That's never happened, right? How inconsiderate of you. How come I didn't know about this earlier? Well, that asked me to get me to ask more questions. And the fact is, I spent every bit of energy, based on those conversations, every bit of energy working with all 27 counties that I had responsibility for in central Kansas on teaching you who I am, what we do, how we do it, and understanding our language. 20 years later, the aha comes. Actually, I'm really slow, so it took me 20 years to have that aha moment. Doing it completely wrong. All right? Maybe it wasn't wrong. What we did wasn't bad, right? We were doing a lot of training, doing a lot of partnering, and all those sorts of things. But we needed to flip the problem. It's not your responsibility to know my language. It's our responsibility to know your language and speak it. And we did that. It goes both ways. You hang around each other, you learn each other's language. You get embedded in it, right? But I mean, we took it to, I can't tell you how many hours I spent working in Kansas. And then later on, you know, Randy actually had another influence in my life in that he convinced me to leave Kansas and go to Washington, D.C. I think in reality, he was running me out of town. But I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today, I wouldn't be in the career path I'm in today without Randy's guidance and telling me to take some risks in life. So students, got that? But that's a totally different story for lunchtime. So flip the problem. It's our responsibility to speak your language. And we've got many, many partners in emergency services, and we all speak different languages. So it's important that we do that. We've got about 60, 70 meteorologists, weather service people in the audience, so we're getting there, right? We've got a long way to go. In my current position as the Chief Learning Officer, we've got a course at the training center in Kansas City. It's called the Decision Support Boot Camp. And the whole idea is that, you know, they go through about 120 hours worth of training leading up to it, and when they come into our office, they show up and they go to work, and we run them through exercises. And we've got real emergency managers. We've got plans chiefs. We've got grizzled ops chiefs that yell at people. It's really cool, right? And if you all are interested, anybody interested, see me afterwards and share cards because we're always looking for more volunteers. But I want to share with you one example of a briefing that we had. It says, forecast guidance continues to support an expanding ridge over the area with good agreement between the GFS and the CMWF. GFS 850 millibar temperatures are forecast to be 3 standard deviations compared to climate. Got it? Southwesterly downslope winds will mix deeply and cause low relative humidities as a dry line crosses the area. Finally, we get to the result of extreme fire danger, and the fire weather watch issued yesterday has been upgraded to a red flag warning. Oh, and by the way, afternoon temperatures are going to be a little cooler tomorrow, so blah, blah, blah. You get the point. What can you do with that? Can you make smart decisions with that? Maybe some, maybe not. After the training, we came up with this, and this was the same person coming up with this. I'm not making this up. The main concerns over the next 24 hours are extreme fire danger, behavior, and heat impacting fire crews. Bottom line up front. We're looking at extreme fire weather conditions today, upgraded our forecast to a red flag warning till 8 o'clock tonight, gives you a time frame. And then although temperatures will be in the mid-80s tomorrow, we're still going to be breaking records. Unusually warm temperatures and gusty winds will continue for the next 24 hours. Gives you, it's more plain language, gives you a little bit something more to work with. All right? This is what we're trying to do in the National Weather Service. This is at the heart of building a weather-ready nation. This is at the heart of what impact-based decision support services is all about. It's our responsibility in the National Weather Service to become multilingual. It's our responsibility to understand your language, not the other way around. Ideally, we got a little bit of mixing going on, right? So when I think about Randy, it's one of those like the old telephone game in communications training, right? Somebody says one thing to you and you hear something completely different. Randy wasn't necessarily saying, hey, I want to learn how to speak your language. Randy was just sharing with me what his concerns were and how can we do better to serve the emergency management community. So, for the 60 or so weather service folks in the room, my challenge to you is to continue, because we're doing this already, right? We're several years into it. Continue to become multilingual and stop talking like a meteorologist. More so, the emergency managers are in the room, because there's a lot more of you. When you get back home, call your WCM. Go see your WCM and implore with them, beg them, demand of them that they stop teaching like such a meteorologist and speak your language, not ours. Thank you.